Hey there, and happy Saturday to you. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. I've had kind of a lazy Saturday. I feel like I haven't gotten much accomplished today. I don't know where the day went. Today is one of those days where it seems like time just gets away, like it almost doesn't exist or something throughout the day, and you realize all of a sudden, wow, it's kind of like the day's over and what did I do? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I never went anywhere today. I thought I was, but just didn't happen. And I don't know, I did a little here and a little there, doing some dishes and different things. But I don't know. It's like I can't even hardly remember what the day was. It's Oh my gosh. And I have just not been getting enough sleep lately. I have just been really tired. And a lot of times I don't even know why. And it's like, I don't know why I'm not getting enough sleep. Like, I don't know why I'm waking up in the night and can't go back to sleep, or waking up too early, not being able to get back to sleep, that type of stuff. I'm sure that's probably happened with you as well. I think it happens to everybody at some point in time, but it's been happening a lot lately, and it's just it's annoying. Oh my gosh. And today I got to try my new coffee that came yesterday because I had ordered some coffee, which I have to order all my coffee online because they don't sell ground coffee in town. And if they do, I don't know where because I haven't seen any. Um, And so I ordered a different kind. I ordered it from the same place I ordered my coffee from the last couple of times, but I thought I would try a different one because it was a little bit cheaper. But man, oh man, that stuff it's really strong. I'm not a real strong coffee person. So I think tomorrow when I set up my coffee pot, or well, I set it up the night before, I think what I'm going to have to do is just use a little less coffee, because when I ordered the coffee I was getting the last couple of times, it was actually really good coffee, but it's a little more expensive. So I thought, well, I'll try to save some money. I'm always trying to save money where I can, but sometimes it's not always the best idea. But when I ordered it the first time, the coffee I was getting before, it was really good. And I was like, oh, wow, I really like this coffee. And it was on sale when I tried it. Well, then they jacked up the price quite a bit. Like, I don't even remember how much, but it was like a lot. So, but I ordered it again because I did like it. But the second time I ordered it, it was kind of weird because I was ordering a medium or a medium brew, whatever you call it. I'm so tired I can't think, y'all. So if I may have trouble coming up with words. Um, you can get like a light, a medium, and a dark roast is what I'm trying to come up with here. And I got the medium roast. And when I first ordered it the first time, it did. It seemed like a medium roast coffee. It was really, really good. But the second time I ordered it, it was much lighter in color, and it didn't taste quite the same. It was still really good, but it I could tell it was like not medium roast, even though it said it was on the bag. It was the same, bag that the other ones had come in. But it was like, it was light in color, and it just didn't have the same kind of flavor. So this time I thought, okay, I'm going to order this other stuff. It's on sale or it's cheaper. And it said it was a medium to dark roast. So I thought, well, let's give it a try. Yeah, I would say it's more of a dark roast. I mean, it says medium to dark, but for me it seems a little dark and a little strong. But I think what I'm going to do is just not put in quite as much. And I never put in what everybody else does anyway when I make coffee. Because most people, when they make it, it's like 1 scoop of coffee for each cup of water that you're putting in. If you're, because I brew it in like a regular, old fashioned kind of coffee machine. Now they got all these newfangled things that I have no interest in whatsoever. I like my, regular coffee maker, where you pour the water in, you put your coffee in there, and it brews. That's what I like. And so I only use one, for 1 scoop of coffee, I do it for like 2 cups of water because otherwise it's just too strong for me. But I'm going to have to use even less with this coffee because, man, it was like, wow. I mean, for me, it was like the kind of coffee that would get up and walk across the room by itself. So, but I'm a coffee girl. I really am. I love coffee. I love it hot. I love it cold, ice cold. I don't like for my coffee to like get cold because that's just nasty. But iced coffee and hot coffee I love. And I love iced tea if it's like Southern style, sweetened iced tea. I love that. But I cannot stand hot tea. I just cannot drink that stuff. When I was a kid, my mom used to have me sip on unsweetened hot tea if I had a stomach ache, because that was something that was given to her in the hospital apparently because she had all kinds of issues. And when she was in the hospital and her stomach was upset, they gave her unsweetened hot tea and had her sip on it to settle her stomach. And so I just cannot drink hot tea because that's what I immediately, it's like when I drink hot tea, even if it's got sugar in it, if it's flavored, it does not matter. To me, it just makes me feel like I'm sick. And I know a lot of people like hot tea, and that's fine if you do, but I can't stand it. I just cannot stand it. And I feel bad because my friend Jackie, she's opening up a tea shop. Oh, God. I mean, it's like, oh no. I mean, she's going to have coffee and stuff too, but it's primarily going to be teas. And I did a video where I went in and showed her shop and everything. And I do plan to go there because she's going to have like little cakes and stuff like that as well. It's not going to be just tea, but I feel kind of bad because, she loves hot tea, but I cannot do it. And I don't know if anybody else has ever had that experience. I mean, no one that I've ever known has ever said that they've drank hot tea to settle their stomach before. But that's just the way I grew up. I know I look red. I don't, I tell you, my thing didn't come, by the way. It's not going to be here, I guess, till tomorrow. If you saw my video last night, I was talking about this stand that I ordered to use with my tablet so I can record and move it around and have a better thing, because this is just, makeshift, propped up in a basket kind of a thing. But this lighting is just horrific because I look like I'm like this red, I don't know. God. I look like I'm sitting under a sun lamp or something, but I'm really not. I'm just sitting here and my overhead light is right there. And I'm a warm light person. I don't know how people can stand that daylight white lighting. That stuff is just hideous to me. I just can't stand it. I like the warm light. And so all of my lighting, except for the ones that they installed in the ceiling, is all warm light. I always buy warm light, whether it's light bulbs or ceiling lights, whatever it is. I go with the warm light. But when they did the ceiling, as I was talking about in another video about how my ceiling had collapsed in the other room in the front part of the house, because this is just really a one-room house. But Anyway, when it collapsed and they had to replace all the ceiling, they put in lights up in the ceiling and they put in these dang daylight white. Oh, God. Oh, it's blinding. It's just horrible. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people might like that, but for me, I don't know. I just cannot do it. I know I sound like I'm complaining a lot. I don't like hot tea. I don't like daylight white lights. I think I was going somewhere with this, but um, I really am. I'm hoping that once I get my stand for my tablet, that I can try and rig up some kind of mirror behind it so that I can turn this thing around and use my back camera, because I'm hoping maybe I'll get better video that way. I was talking about that in the other video too, that I saw something about, now that you can get these mirrors that will reflect the front part of your cell phone if you turn it around so you can film with the back camera or whatever. But anyway, so I'm just hoping that I can work something out to just try that with this tablet, because I don't know, the lighting on this is just awful and there's no way to set it. And I swear I think I talk about this almost every video, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to. It's just I'm sitting here looking at myself and I just look red. It's like everything else looks normal. Like my walls, that's yellow, and my curtains blue. All that looks normal except for me. I think I'm an alien. I've always kind of thought that, actually. Ever since I was a kid, I've always thought I was just like not like everybody else. I'm like weird. But I don't mind. It's me. I've grown to accept myself for what I am, whatever that is. And so I don't know. I'm unusual. And I find that, at times I start to think about some of the things that I say and some of the things that I'm quirky about. And I'm like, I wonder if I'm the only one that's this odd, or if there's other people that are like this. Because it just seems like I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm normal half the time. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm rambling about. I don't even make sense sometimes. And tonight's one of those nights, which is probably because I'm tired and I didn't get enough sleep again. I don't know what's up with this sleep pattern thing I've had lately. And what's really unusual about it is that at this time of year, it's actually cooler at night than other parts of the year, because here in Thailand, it's hot all year round. I mean, it's pretty much summertime all year. I mean, you have your cooler times, which for a lot of people wouldn't be that cool. Like it, because it gets so hot here, if the temperature gets down to like 80 degrees, 70, between 70 and 80 degrees, it's cold. Okay. For most people, I think most people would be like, oh, wow, it's perfect outside. It's shorts weather or whatever. But for me, it's like it feels cold because it's so hot so much of the year. But the evenings lately have been really nice. And it's like, you can get up under the blanket, which I just use like a little throw blanket. So it's not real thick and heavy or anything, but it's really nice to get up under the blanket and get all, cozy and everything. And usually I sleep really well like that, but I don't know. I've not been able to sleep well. And I think it's like I've got too much stuff going on in my head. Because some days I just cannot seem to turn off my mind. It's just, there's so much going on. I mean, it's like there's a mall in my head or something, like a crowded mall at Christmas, when there's like all these things happening and people everywhere and all this talking and all this stuff. That's my head. Like all the time. It's just constant something going on. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like the ASMR videos and stuff so much, because it kind of helps to calm some of that down and helps you to kind of level out a little bit. Because, I mean, I don't know. I haven't always been that way. Sorry, my hair it looks like I stuck my finger in a light socket today. I washed my hair and it poofed out. And it's like, I kind of got that 80s, you know, kind of thing going on or something. Or, I don't know. I look like one of those like 70s hard rockers or something, maybe. I don't know. I'll bang my head. I need a haircut in the worst way, but I'm scared to go get my hair cut. Because here, people don't know how to cut Westerners' hair. Excuse me. They get nervous. As soon as you walk in the door, you can tell they're like, oh God. Because here, I mean, it's like most everywhere you go to get a haircut, they only know how to do one haircut straight across. That's it. They don't know how to do anything else. It's basically all one length, straight across, or really short bobs. Because like all the kids, they all look exactly the same here. They all have this little bobbed haircut, like to right here. And every time I go to the girl, excuse me, every time I go to the girl that I do go to from time to time, she seems like she actually is a hairdresser. Like the way she holds her scissors and everything. Because I actually went to beauty college years ago. Didn't finish. I decided I didn't want to. Anyway. So she acts like she's actually been to beauty college. But she literally freaks out if you want her to do anything except for just cut your hair straight across all one length. And every time I go in there, like I'll go in, like say right now, okay, my hair's, down to here. And this is why I let it grow and grow and grow and grow before I ever go get it trimmed. Because my hair is this length. If I were to go in there tomorrow and say, I want you to trim my hair this much, okay, this much, I'll come out and it'll be up to here. Every single time. Every single time. That's what she does. She says, okay, and she'll start, she'll start in the back and she'll pull it down and it'll kind of start like it's going to be, okay, just a little bit off. And then somehow during the course of the haircut, it just gets shorter and shorter and shorter. And every time she wants me to get it cut up to here, she's always like, oh, you need to get cut. I'm like, no. I've had that happen with her before, which is why I hesitate to go, because there was one time I went in there. I said I just wanted to trim, and my hair was down to here. I mean, it was like down to here when I went in, and I said I just wanted a little bit trimmed off. And she was cutting and she was talking. There was another customer in there, and she was talking to them while she was cutting my hair. And I was like sitting there going, oh my God. And she's cutting along, and then I see her getting ready to like cut like this big, huge thing. And I went, and as soon as I did that, she freaked out, she panicked, and she stopped cutting my hair. And I literally came out of there with half of my hair cut and half of it not. Well, half of it was already sort of cut, and the other half was cut way too long or way too short. I took a picture of it when I got home. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I literally had one side that was cut up to here and the other side was down to here. And so in order to fix that, what do you think I had to do? I had to cut the other side up to here in order for it to somewhat match. It was unreal. I literally took a picture and I couldn't believe my eyes, because it was just completely ridiculous and insane. And I've had this happen to me so many times since I've lived in Thailand that people, they freak out because our hair is different from Asian hair. And Asian hair is just all nice and straight. It's all one length most of the time. That's all they seem to do. And so if you come in and you want anything else, even though I'm saying I just want the ends cut off, they just seem to not be able to understand just cutting off this much. I don't know how it's possible. I really don't. Most of the time, if I go up to see her, it's just to get a shampoo and for her to blow dry my hair and style it, because I enjoy that experience. For me, that's very ASMR. I love, for a hair, get my hair shampooed, and, the massage and stuff that they do, when they're shampooing it. And then I like for her to style it, because it always looks nice when she blows it dry, because she blows it out real nice. It's real nice and smooth and soft and stuff. But the haircut, I just don't know what to do. I've tried cutting my own hair, and that's kind of a disaster as well. It's like, even though I went to beauty college and I am pretty decent at cutting someone else's hair, I'm not very good at cutting my own. And I bought one of those little hair cutting tools, that has like the little level in it so that you can like cut your own hair and you can look at the little level to make sure it's straight and stuff. But I have trouble looking in the mirror and trying to do things. I get real backwards, and it's like I can't seem to figure out what I'm doing, and I'm trying to like look at the level and stuff, and it doesn't work very well. so so yeah, I haven't had my hair cut now in like, I don't know, a year probably, because I can't bring myself to go up there, because I want my hair to be longer. I mean, sometimes I like it to be shoulder length, but I want my hair to be longer. But if I go in there, I'm not kidding, I'll come out and it's going to be, it'll at least be up to here, at least, if not shorter. And I don't want it. I don't want it. I like to play with my hair sometimes. It's a nice calming thing. Unlike the gate. That's the gate outside. The landlady's coming home and she's closing the gate out there, and it's really loud. And that's her scooter. It's also really loud. But yeah, I don't know. It's relaxing sometimes whenever I'm like stressed out. I like to be able to, just twist my hair and, play around with my hair and stuff, because it's calming for me. And it's really hard to do when it's cut really short. There's nothing to play with, It's like, so yeah, I desperately need a haircut, y'all. I wish there was somebody here that knew how to cut hair. I really, really do. Because, I mean, even when I lived in Bangkok, I went there and there was this one guy. I found this one guy at the mall. Excuse me. That knew how to cut hair. I was really impressed when I went to him. I loved it when he was there. His name was Susie. And I would go in and he made my hair look beautiful. Well, I made the mistake of going there one day to get my hair cut, and he wasn't there. But I really wanted to get my hair cut. So I let someone else do it. Huge mistake. Huge. Huge mistake. They butchered it all over. It was very, very short and completely uneven. It was a disaster. And I ended up having to call around all over Bangkok to try to find someone who was a professional that could fix it. And I can't remember, I took buses and trains and tuk-tuks and all this stuff to go way across Bangkok to this one place where supposedly this person, they spoke English. Even though they were a Thai person, they spoke English, and they said that they had gone to school in America to learn how to cut, Western hair. I went there and they were like looking at it and they said, there's not a whole lot we can do to repair it. I mean, it was that bad that they basically said, you're either going to have to cut it all off so that it can grow out from scratch, basically, or we're just going to have to do the best we can to try to save some of your hair. We'll have to just, it's going to have to go shorter than it is already in order to try and balance it out some, because they couldn't even believe it. They said they didn't understand how somebody could have done that much damage to my hair. It was utterly horrific. And when that happened, I think it was 5 years it took me to grow my hair out to a length to where I was comfortable to try to go get it trimmed again. I think it was like 5 years that I did not get a haircut because it was so short and so horrid that I literally had to wait like 5 years for it to grow out to a length that I thought, okay, it's long enough now that maybe if I say cut this much, maybe I'll end up with it up here, which is, I think, what ended up happening. I think it was when I went to her that's exactly what happened. It was like I still ended up losing a lot, but at least I had something to work with. So, oh, Lord. But yeah, I need to get my hair cut back because, I mean, it does. I look like one of those, like, maybe it's like an 80s rocker, like, that's what it is. Like maybe 80s rocker or something. I don't know. And my hair is just, it's dry, even though I only wash it. I mean, this may sound crazy, but I only wash my hair like once a week, maybe twice, usually just once. And I started doing that years ago when I saw Cindy Crawford in an interview, because they said, how do you get your hair to look so beautiful all the time? It always looks so good. And she said, well, one of the things is that I only wash my hair once a week. And I was like, wow, Cindy Crawford only washes her hair once a week. So I started only washing mine once a week because my hair just gets dried out. And even though I only wash it once a week, it's still dry. So I don't like using like straight irons and stuff, which doesn't even work because I have natural wave in my hair. And the slightest bit of humidity, or if I sweat or anything, it's just going to curl it right back up. And so I'll just sit there and do all this damage to my hair to straighten it with a straight iron, flat iron or whatever. I'll do all this stuff to it, and then within minutes, it'll start getting all frizzy and just, I just can't even do it. So yeah, anyway, don't know how I ended up talking about hair. I guess because my hair just looks like crap. It's like every day I'm just looking at it going, oh, God, I just really want to get something done to it, but I'm just too scared. I am. I'm just too scared, and I just wish I could cut my own hair better. If it were really, really long, I could probably use that cutting tool a lot better, but I don't think it's really long enough for me to be able to do it and be comfortable with it, because it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I know y'all probably don't give a damn about my hair. But hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about whatever the hell I want to, whenever I want to. So, yay. I hadn't planned on talking about my hair, but I'm just looking at it on this thing and I'm like, oh, God. Oh well. Anyway, I guess I'll stop rambling. I think I've been on here almost 30 minutes now, but I appreciate y'all listening. If you did, I appreciate it. And I hope that you do have a great Saturday and a wonderful weekend. And tomorrow, I've got my fingers crossed that my little stand comes, and then maybe I can try and make a video and see how that's going to work, and see if I can figure out a way to get better lighting or something on here so that maybe it'll look better. So anyhow, Anyway, have a great one, y'all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.